everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am John Browne, and today I'm going to be checking out the awesome 2x12 and 1x12 MOCA cabs from Coffee Custom Cabs. So you've probably seen the 2x12, the purple boy here, because I've been using it in quite a few videos recently. And it's a wonderful 2x12 cab. It's got a V30 and a H75, both made by Celestion. So it's good for, you know, variety, basically. Two different, completely different sounding speakers, but it works in the same cab. And here we have the 1x12 MOCA cab, which is actually this month's King of the Riff prize on Riff Hard. It's a 1x12. It's got a H75, a G12 H75 by Celestion in it, and it sounds absolutely enormous. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to move the mic on the 2x12, then get a sound that I like, try it through 4 different amps through this cab, and then do the same thing for the 1x12. Anyway, without further ado, so amp 1 is going to be the AMPLIFIER 1, which is behind me on the floor here. You probably can't see it. Amp 2 is the ENGL Savage Mark II. Amp 3 is the Driftwood Purple Nightmare, and amp 4 is the Laboga Mr. Hector. Should we just see how it sounds? So first things first, I'm just going to get a mic position that I like using the AMPLIFIER because it's the brightest one, has the least amount of bass. And that's probably because of some of the switches on the back that I currently can't get to. I need to have a little play around with it. Presence might be too high or something like that, and the depth might not be high enough. So that's the one we're going to go with to get a sound that sounds good through the 2x12. I'm using the Minez DeVel Elite model with Seymour Duncan P rails in it. That's going to a couple of pedals, and the only two that I have turned on right now is an EQ pedal and a noise gate, but I've also got my Pandemonium pedal in there just in case I want to turn it on. All the amps have built-in pre-boosts apart from the Laboga, so it's probably going to be quite a little bit darker, but I'll turn on my pedal to allow for that difference. Yeah, it's going into the AMPLIFIER 88S Studio, which is what I'm switching with here. So this is the remote, individually into the cabs and then into the 2x12. So without further ado, let's get a position that we like. So I'm just using these open can headphones, the HD 600s by Sennheiser. It's not really ideal, but I can still kind of hear what's going on, and it's something that I'm used to. So I'm just going to ring out a chord and then get a mic position I like. Well, that sounds pretty okay. There's still not that much bottom end with the AMPLIFIER. Maybe I should play around the back and see if I can find this switch. But it's going to take me a little while, and I don't really think I can be bothered. In the room, it actually sounds all right. Obviously, you're going to cut quite a lot of the bottom end anyway when you're mixing. But let me just try turning the bass up here. Just a tiny little bit more. Let's have a listen to see. Let's try it with the ENGL. All right, that sounds pretty good too. Let's try the driftwood. Okay, let's try the Laboga. I'm going to turn my boost pedal on for this one. Sounds great as well. Like, obviously in the room is a different thing in comparison to what it's going to be surgically placing the mic, but they all sound great through the cab through here, and obviously yeah, it's a really great cab. That's why I've been using it in a lot of videos. So now I'm going to try moving the mic position on to cab number 1. Obviously this speaker is only rated at 75 watts, so you don't want to plumb a 100-watt head through it really loud all the time, but for a test, not at full volume, it'll be completely fine, as I'm not utilizing all 100 watts. It's actually a little bit louder, this cab. Let's move it that way, just a tiny little bit. It sounds pretty damn good, as it were. Kind of gutted that I'm giving it away now. Let's have a little play with the amp heat then. This is the amp heat. There's significantly less low end in the room, but through the mic it actually sounded more in your face. So let's try the ENGL. Now there's bottom end. Sounds great. Should probably listen to that one through the mic actually and see what it sounds like. Mic's fighting out a little bit. Cool. A lot of bottom end to that angle, isn't there? Sounds good. All right, driftwood. Awesome. And now finally the Laboga. I just remembered actually that I've had my pedal turned on for all of these amps. I'll go through again in a second just so you can hear it without. So this is the Laboga, which is a little bit louder now somehow. The cab responds differently. All right, that one's not quite as good with that mic position. So one thing to keep in mind is that the mic position is a sweet spot for each of different amps. This is literally just detailing how the cab can sound. I'd have to go through each amp and change the mic position each time because the sweet spot will be in a different place, depending on obviously what's going on around it, drums, bass, and all that sort of stuff. Anyway. All right, let's turn that pedal back off. Let's try the AMPLIFIER again. The ENGL. The Driftwood. Okay, now the ENGL. No, sorry, the Laboga. Amazing sounding cabs. They look great. They match my purple sofa. They match my purple guitar. They match my purple bass. They match my purple personality. Coffee Custom Cabs. Check them out. 1x12 is available to win on Riff Hard's King of the Riff this month. It's going to go to a very good home, whoever wins it. Obviously, best of luck to everyone that enters that competition on Riff Hard. I'll continue to use the 2x12 in my studio because it sounds great. In the meantime, yeah, check out riffhard.com if you haven't. The world's first dedicated website to learning rhythm guitar, and I will be teaching you every step of the way. We just added one-on-ones to the site now, so you can do a one-on-one session with me, and slots open every single month, as well as everything else that's already on the site. yeah, so special thanks to Coffee Custom Cabs for sending me these cabs. Let me have this one in my studio. Coming up on next videos, the plasma rack mount high level fuzz distortion unit. I posted a little video on my Instagram just of playing some drums through it. It sounds absolutely bonkers, and I can't wait to really delve into what is possible with that unit. It's just crazy. It looks absolutely amazing. Got the pedal board from Warwick. It's got a built-in IR generator, or an IR loader. Sorry, that's probably the correct terminology, isn't it? IR loader, which is powered by MOCA, that's built into the pedal board. So I'm going to see if I can create a pedal board that sounds absolutely amazing when you plug it in through an IR. Just using pretty much run-of-the-mill pedals, just a distortion pedal, something for clean, a couple of effects, and then keep it very minimal, and it should only be about this big. I've got the tube expander from Boss coming. I've got their EQ 200 pedal, which is a programmable EQ, which I'm really excited about because I've been using their GE7 for the best part of 16 years at this point, maybe even 17 years. 16 years it's not left my pedal board. Please subscribe if you like what you see, for what you hear, and yeah, I will be seeing you very soon. Thank you very, very much. Peace.